This is your sign to never get in an electric car.
This is why you don't buy electric cars.
Don't get a f***ing car.
I've been outsmarted by a computer car.
And there it goes. What a bummer.
Now, B1, I have broken down again.
This is my car right now. I have to get into it right here.
Electric piece of shit sitting on the back of a pickup truck.
Your car is dead in the middle of live traffic. Hazards blinking, tow truck on the way, battery completely drained without warning. That is not a rare glitch anymore. We are seeing drivers in tears as brand new BYDs break down on highway lanes and owners filming dead EVs in grocery parking lots who are done pretending this is normal. Millions bought into the luxury electric dream, silent motors, high-tech displays, and six-figure price tags wrapped in a promise of future-proof luxury. Now, a massive wave of buyers is sitting in their driveways regretting the paperwork they signed. Before we break down why this market is collapsing, do us a quick favor, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and subscribe so you never get trapped in a bad deal. Tell us in the comments what you drive right now. I read every single one.
I regret buying my Tesla. Never thought I would say this, but it messed up today. The screen has stopped working. I will just have to send in for a service request and see what can be done.
Imagine losing $30,000 in just 2 years. This is a 2023 Ford Mustang Mach-E. Let me tell you, the inside of this car is not bad. The outside of the car looks pretty good. But when you buy one of these, you can lose so much money. Like I said, this one has lost over $30,000 in value in 2 years. The MSRP on this back in 2023 was $50,000, almost $51,000. Today, currently, this thing is worth $21,000. And then they got to reinvent stuff like the door handle. You have to have this push button now to open the door. And there's no physical way to get into this car besides that push button from the outside. So when the battery dies, you have to go over to the front bumper. You got to push this panel in, pull this out, and then take these two cables right here. These are the cables that you use. You jump this with a jump box, which I don't know where you would have because it'd probably be in the car that's locked in the car. Opens the front, then you jump the battery, then you can open the door again. Awesome design.
I cannot recommend an electric vehicle. I am charging the Kia EV6 at Electrify America, and this is honestly the worst experience I've ever had with anything in my entire life. So first, I plug it in. The machine doesn't even work at all. The screen is blank. It's not charging. It won't take my payment. I press buttons. It won't reset. I'm kind of stuck.
When owners complain about range or battery drain, automakers always promise a software patch. But a firmware update cannot fix a central touchscreen that goes completely black. When that main display dies on a Tesla, you lose your speedometer, climate control, and mirrors all at once, turning a six-figure car into an unusable brick. And if the glitches do not break your spirit, the brutal depreciation will. Some of these luxury EVs lose over half their value in just 5 years. One Mustang Mach-E owner lost $30,000 in 24 months, not because of an accident or neglect, but simply by driving it off the lot. You end up financially underwater almost immediately, owing far more than the car is worth before you even make a dent in the loan.
Car's on fire! What? Oh, man.
Why I regret buying a Cybertruck. It takes nearly 2 days on a normal household outlet to fully charge. On higher voltage outlets, it can take 8 hours to 15 hours to charge. Superchargers take about 20 minutes. You're also not supposed to charge it above 80% to make the battery last. The battery lasts significantly less in freezing cold temperatures. And in winter, clearing off all that snow is a real pain in the butt. These tires cost $800 each and only last 20,000 miles. And anytime there's a problem, it needs to get towed to the nearest Tesla dealership. It's been towed 3 times in the last year. And if you are far from a Tesla dealership, this is a serious inconvenience.
What was that explosion?
Here's why you should never buy an electric car. The range sucks. Cars like this, you only get about 100 miles of range. I get it. I only drive like 30 miles a day, but do you really want to plug in your car like you plug in your cell phone every night? That's just so inconvenient. The charging sucks too. Who really wants to sit in their car for about an hour to watch Netflix and play video games while you're waiting for their car to charge up? I'd rather be at the gas station, be done in 5 minutes, and be on with my day.
Do not get an electric car. Yeah? If you like anxiety-induced driving, it's for you. it is 100% for you. If not, do not get an electric car. The other week, I charged my car 3 times in one day. And you would think I was driving to flipping Newcastle. I wasn't. I actually wasn't. I was just, everywhere you go, you have to be looking to see if there's an electric charging point. There's an electric charging point. I can't live that life. It is absolutely not.
This is not just one manufacturer having a bad year. It is a pattern across the entire industry. Kia owners call their ownership the worst vehicle experience of their lives, while Cybertrucks and high-end Mercedes EVs are making national headlines after catching fire on camera. On top of safety scares, real-world battery range plummets the moment cold weather hits or you turn on the heater. Daily driving becomes an anxiety-fueled guessing game where you are constantly watching a dropping percentage bar. That is why national surveys show nearly half of current EV owners plan to switch back to a gas car for their next purchase. Half! The smart buyers are no longer buying these luxury models new. They are waiting 2 years to let the first owner swallow that brutal 50% depreciation hit before buying used.
Get an e-car, they said. Oh, e-car, it's the new way to drive. Save the planet. Don't get a fucking e-car. I already have zero patience. I'm a very, get shit done kind of person. Of course, got this car, my first e-car, probably about 6 weeks ago. Love the way it drives. It's very fancy. I feel like I'm in a spaceship. Great. What I do not like about this car is I miss being able to pull up to the gas station and it literally takes me 5-6 minutes max to fill up my fucking tank and be on my way.
This is a PSA for anybody considering getting an electric vehicle. Don't. Just don't. That's all I can say. Dumbest shit I've ever done. Worst decision I've ever made. Be $1,500 a month for a car that I can't drive because I'm never fucking charged. Because this is modern day Hunger Games. This is Hunger Games. You have to wait for 2 hours to get a charge. People are quite literally fighting at chargers. They're always broken. The infrastructure for these cars is non-existent. I would rather pay $200 for a tank of gas than to ever have to waste my time doing what I'm doing right now.
Let this be your reason to never buy a Tesla. We spend so much time at the charger, literally just being a big back, eating in the car while the car charges, because we spent hundreds of dollars installing the charger at the house, and then we moved, so we had to leave the charger. So now whoever rents the house gets a free freaking Tesla charger. And now we live in an apartment temporarily and have to charge the car every 2 days just for it to be parked at the apartment.
Here's the problem with electric cars. I've done one full day, 140 miles, and you have to sit here on your very long day in a car park waiting for it to charge. Why is this a thing? And everyone's gonna be like, oh, he's complaining about electric. Something else, it's not trains, it's electric. The problem is, electrics are just not where they need to be. And there's no way that by 2035, we're gonna have the whole country on electric. There's just no way.
Do not buy an electric vehicle because you think you're gonna save on gas money, because you won't. One of the biggest myths about owning electric vehicles is that you save a ton of money by not filling up at the gas station and by charging your car at home.
The basic promise of massive savings and total convenience is falling apart. Once you factor in peak home electricity rates, charger installations, and commercial supercharging fees, the financial savings completely disappear. Then there is the time you lose. Owners are admitting their biggest regret is spending hours of their lives trapped at public charging stations, staring at a progress bar. Some have spent entire afternoons sitting in commercial parking lots just waiting for enough charge to get home. On top of that, rapid technology upgrades make 2-year-old models feel outdated before the paint even fades. Combined with disappearing tax credits and a flood of lease returns hitting the market, used prices are crashing, leaving brand new buyers holding the bag on a rapidly depreciating asset.
Boy, I tell you what, do not buy an electric car unless you can afford $8,000 or so to have a supercharger put into your home garage. I went to go charge my car and there was one guy waiting before me, so cool, I wait. And I see him get out and he's talking to this other guy, and this guy is saying how one of the cars has been there fully charged and the person is nowhere to be found.
Do not buy an electric car. I'm just gonna vent a little bit right here. Buy an electric grill. Don't buy an electric car. Specifically, a Nissan Leaf. Electric cars are good for tooling around town, but forget going on any trips with these. It took us 8 hours on a 4-hour trip to get to Indianapolis.
First and foremost, electric vehicles are being manufactured to save the automobile industry and not fix the climate crisis. I mean, are we really going to trust the industry that caused a lot of these problems to fix it on their own?
Would you buy an electric car? Look, never ever buy an electric car. It's like sitting in the microwave. Listen, I know it's fun driving an electric car, but they emit so much radiation and I don't want to fry my body with all that radiation. Electric cars, they emit so much EMF. I've been hearing this the last month, that so many people that sit in an electric car get a headache after it. So it's just another thing that's killing you slowly.
These fires are one of the reasons why I will never have an electric car, because all of the power gets turned off. Your car can't even go that far. If you need to evacuate and you're not charged, you're screwed. Make sure that you have a full tank of gas in your gas car. You're really not saving the environment that much by having an electric car, because those lithium batteries are awful for the environment. So just cut the crap, get a car that has gas, get the fuck out.
From power grid blackouts during storm evacuations to the reality that these cars are not saving your wallet, owners are reaching their limit. People are literally advising friends to buy an electric kitchen grill before buying a Leaf or a Tesla. Here is the final verdict. If you are eyeing a new six-figure electric vehicle, know that you are buying right at the top of the depreciation curve. If you have anxiety about range, charging speeds, or being stranded, do not buy new, and do not rely on an EV as your only vehicle. If you want an electric car, buy used after someone else eats that initial loss. The market right now is not punishing bad luck. It is punishing whoever buys first. Would you ever buy a brand new luxury EV, or are you sticking to gas and used cars? Drop your thoughts below, hit like and subscribe, and see you next time.